Hello friend, how is it going? Welcome back to Toyota Maintenance YouTube channel. Look what I've got in my shop today. 2018 Toyota Tacoma. Isn't she pretty? Very basic white paint. Access cap only. SR5 trim. Pretty cool truck. She's fairly new, right? 2018, low miles, 41,000 miles on the odometer. So that means she came only for regular service. Very interesting two-tone interior. Wonderful steering wheel. I love those. The seats are also super cool. So let's go look underneath the hood, because there's something what triggered me to create this video. I situated the arms of the lift underneath the truck. I opened the hood, just go for that engine oil and filter change, and look the mess I have found. Do you see what I see? Do you see all these little prints of the feet of some rodent, some critter? I don't see a pea, but obviously I checked cabin air filter, that needs to be replaced, but there was a lot of stuff, a lot of needles, and the remainings actually of the cone was eaten here. That was vacuumed. I should have not vacuumed it, show it to you. So we have basically what we can see, all of us experts. If you look at these details, we have, unfortunately, there are critters coming in this engine bay, which is obviously huge danger, because they may, if they run out of their food, or for some other reasons, they may start eating either vacuum lines, but the biggest danger is the electrical wires. So this owner has to be notified and he needs to deal with it. But now comes the question, how you prevent the rodent damage in your vehicle, in your car. Is it even possible? Or you can try and see if it will work. Maybe there will be some deterrent, maybe not. What do you think? Because there are many ways to skin the cat. So let's discuss that a little bit deeper. What are your options when you find something like this? So number one, the best option is park in the safe place, obviously. If you have perfectly enclosed garage, you get home, park the vehicle in the garage, there will be no rodents able to get in, try to make a nest or a home inside, and eventually one day damaging your vehicle. And most likely you find this mess in your vehicle because you don't have a garage, or you went on the trip in the nature, maybe hiking, camping, and that's exactly where many times this happens. And as I work on the cars professionally for many, many years, I discuss that on and off with different owners. Some people ask me what works, some people share their experience. So one of the first items, which is very cheap and possibly available in your household, is those bounce dryer sheets. When you put your clothes in the dryer, you also put the little sheet which has a strong odor, perfumed odor, and you put it there, that you don't have that static electricity, everything will get stuck to each other. And also it gives a nice perfume to the clothes. So some people share it, they will take those sheets, it's basically roughly this size, they will fold it, they will take a zip tie, small zip tie, and they will attach it to random areas where there's no heat, so it doesn't catch on fire. You cannot put it close to the exhaust, but on multiple spots, like here the battery or some item which is away from the heat of the engine, they will fold it, quickly zip tie it, and they said in their case it actually worked. It has so much perfume smell, it's very aggressive smell, let's say, and it lasts. You don't have to replace it every week or months. I said, yeah, maybe quarter year, 2-3 months it lasts. It still produces that odor, and those rodents, they don't like it. They will not try to make a nest in the place like that. So that's one of the items which I heard it really works. And basically same principle will be the mothballs. You can buy in the stores box of mothballs. It creates crazy smell, and it was basically invented to put it in your armoire so the moth doesn't get there and eats your clothes as they are hanging there. So that's basically a similar item. The similar way will also work. You can commercially buy repellent sprays that will include peppermint oil. Some people will say, yeah, I put a peppermint oil in the small spray bottle and I just frequently, regularly, I don't know how often, but I spray that whole area of the engine bay. Again, you don't want to soak your electric wiring or something, but you spray it all over, and it's again that smell of it which the rodents don't like, and they will most likely not make a nest inside. The next way to deal with it, and not even in the vehicle, it can be in your garage as the whole place or the workshop or something like that, are these electronic ultrasound devices. So this was left here in my shop recently. So I guess, again, all these things led to this video. Different Tacoma owner, basically just a year different. He was living in the town, but in the area where there was a lot of nature, and he had problem with the rodents. He bought this mouseblocker.com electronic ultrasound device, and he had it installed in his gray Tacoma. He asked me 2 weeks ago or a week ago, he said, hey, it doesn't work anymore, so can you please remove it? Because I moved in different place, I have a garage, and I don't have this problem anymore. I looked at it, it didn't work, so I removed it, but I immediately realized it was just bad connection. You see that little connector, which is for the battery terminal. It was just broken right here. When I removed this port and touched this to the battery terminals, it immediately started working. He said he had it for many years, and he actually will recommend this because it worked. He had rodent problems, installed this, had it for years, and the rodents left his vehicle alone. I will hook it to this battery so you can see what kind of annoying sound it does, how does it work. This has a super low battery consumption, so it will not drain your battery. It's designed with that in mind. He recommended it. I'm just passing it on you. I'm not sponsored. I should be, I guess, but whatever, doesn't matter. I don't mind promoting this as a working device. So hopefully you can hear it. Hopefully the microphone is showing how it works. There is a button on the back. I believe you can. Let's go try that. Now it's coming. Super annoying. Oh, annoying. Oh, guys, I hope you hear it. This is so annoying to my ear. Super high pitched. Oh my God. I think it has another mode on the back. Not sure. Maybe that's off. Third one. So yeah, that's one of the things you can consider if you have. What about the rodents? I can't stand this. This is absolutely crazy. Now, of course, every single situation needs to be considered case by case. We have friends who are rangers in the National Monument, and they are living on the place which is very far from civilization and working for this federal company. Their cars, the work vehicles and their personal vehicles are attacked by super hungry critters basically immediately when they come there and they park. They are opening the hoods so the light goes through the hood and the animal has no reason think they can make a nest. But no matter what they do, and they tried everything, they even spray cayenne pepper on the ground. They put the oil, the peppermint oil. They tried, I believe, absolutely everything. No matter what they did, damages to their cars are in the thousands. Just 2 weeks ago, and again, a reason for this video, just 2 weeks ago, she brought her vehicle for a service. She never parked it in that national monument ever before. Within 2 weeks, the rodent ate every single CV axle boot. Let me show you. I just replaced this CV axle for different reason on the vehicle which is waiting for the owner outside. This boot failed because the age, this is super old item, the boot rips, the grease sprays out, there's no lubrication, it will fail soon, so I replaced that. So what the rodents did within 2 weeks, they had the peppermint spray, they had the cayenne pepper on the grass, open hoods, it didn't matter. Within 2 weeks, the vehicle was new to that location. They did eat holes on these rubber boots. I hope you can see it. Basically, it's a 4-wheel drive vehicle. All 4 are done. They have to be replaced. But first, they need to find a solution how they will deal with it. I don't think they never tried this mouse thing. What we just heard, that probably should be the other option. I don't know if that will work. But instantly, 2 weeks and damages are, that's over $1,000 if you want to replace 4 CV axles on that vehicle. That's minimum is over $1,000. Parts, labor, and of course that will happen immediately again. So they cannot do it. They first need to figure out how they will prevent that. In the area like that, when you go hiking or something like that, the animals are hungry. And when they see your car, they just go for it. I don't know if this beeper will work or not. I don't know, but maybe it will. And I filmed that because today I will obviously offer this. If this owner is willing just to fix that contact, he can have it for free. I can give it to him. I don't care. I just kept it because I knew it works, and I will gladly pass it on somebody else. Mouseblocker.com. Isn't that amazing? That sound coming out of it, it's so annoying. It's unbelievable. Here is the mode button on the back. You saw the flashing LEDs, and that's the speaker which creates that terrible sound. I consider this channel basically video forum. Instead of just writing stories, we show also the videos. Please share your experience, which works or doesn't work, underneath the video. I love to read it, and other people can read it and learn from your experience. So if you have one, please share it so we can try to prevent these damages on our vehicles. It will be all from me. If you like this video, please give it a thumb up and stay tuned. I have way more coming your way soon. Thank you for watching, supporting this channel, and have a wonderful day, my friend.